Hi everyone, my name's Chrissy Vincent and this is a presentation on the Entertainment Management degree at Collarts.
Hi everybody, my name's Jess Carroll. I am the Program Coordinator for the Entertainment Management degree.
Quick introduction to ourselves. As I said, Chrissy Vincent, and I am Head of the Entertainment Management, and I have a Masters of International Music Business. I have 40 years experience in the industry, working in record labels, management companies, booking agents, working in festivals, working in television and radio. I also worked in Los Angeles for 5.5 years at Virgin Records, working with acts like David Bowie, the Rolling Stones, Lenny Kravitz, the Sex Pistols and the Smashing Pumpkins, before starting at MTV in LA and in Australia. And after MTV, I started my own publicity company and worked on lots of international and local artists, festivals, etc. I also have done a little bit of research work on local content quotas, also managed artists, etc., and toured internationally with those artists. So a breadth of knowledge and experience.
So as I mentioned before, my name's Jess Carroll. My background in the entertainment industry has been working as a publicist. I've worked across a range of different campaigns, from emerging artists to more well-known established artists. I've also worked as an artist manager and toured with artists internationally as well. My background is also in education, so I have a Masters of Teaching, and then I am also completing research on global exports, specifically looking at the French music industry.
So one of the most important parts of our dynamic Collarts culture is our teaching staff. So our staff are really passionate about education, business, and the entertainment industry. And we value our roles in helping the next generation of talent and our students encouraging them to grow into their careers in a competitive industry.
So our entertainment management course is really an industry-based course. We have teachers who are experts within their fields. So for instance, we have an entertainment lawyer, we've got event management specialists, we've got business consultants, experienced artist managers, record label representatives, the list goes on. So all courses at Collarts have industry experts from the fields that take their courses.
So what you need to know: Collarts offers diploma and bachelor degrees in the below degrees, which is the Applied Business in Entertainment Management, Audio Engineering, Music Performance, Music Production, Screen and Media, and we also offer double degrees, which we'll talk about a little later. And our courses incorporate industry-focused workshops, and as we've mentioned, expert and industry current lecturers, internships, and career pathways.
So what we're going to do is we're going to talk specifically about the entertainment management course, and then you'll be able to watch some videos about some of our other courses that we offer. So our course philosophy for the entertainment management course is to provide students an understanding of entertainment business landscape by looking into the structures, principles and theories by which the entertainment management industry operates. And it's actually through this exploration that students emerge with a really broad understanding about how the businesses operate within the creative industries. And we have a really significant focus on practical and applied learning subjects, where students get to use the theories and the ideas that they learn about and apply them in relevant projects within the classroom and industry.
So how we teach: we'll be taught and mentored by, like we've said, industry experts who are currently working within the industry. And you'll apply your learnings into professional context and be introduced to networking opportunities, which we hope will really transition from student into the workforce. And students graduate with a well-rounded understanding of the music and entertainment business in Australia and overseas, and will prepare you to be an entrepreneur in a vibrant arts industry.
So we've recently introduced our exciting online degree, which gives students the flexibility of their choice in their study options. So we have a delivery method, which means that students can attend classes both on campus or as part of their online learning experiences. And both circumstances and modes of delivery focus on enabling the students to be both innovative, creative, and collaborative.
And one thing to add there is we have students from not only around the country, but internationally joining us online as well. So what do you study in entertainment management? Well, students are engaged in a range of units that are designed to build their understanding of how the entertainment industry operates in the global and national space. So there are 4 streams: marketing, management, applied entrepreneurship, and industry awareness. And these units are complemented by hands-on workshops, lectures, and tutorials in a practical setting. And it's grounded in real-world experience. You'll undertake fundamental units in marketing, business strategy, finance, entertainment law, copyright, and event management, and also artist and talent management. So whilst theory and practice and principles are introduced into the course, we create scenarios and circumstances where students are able to apply what they learn in class into professional contexts. We teach the fundamentals in units such as marketing and business strategy and entertainment law and event management, amongst other things. But what's unique about this particular course is that it's not completely theory focused. And the course is designed and based around the authentic style of teaching and learning, because we find that teaching in this practical way helps our students to contextualize their learning and broaden their networks.
So some classes are cross-disciplinary, and so it's a really great chance for students to meet other students in different courses, to mingle and make different connections and start to build their network. They develop really great academic skills, including critical thinking and creative thinking, written communication, research, skills in collaboration, among many other things. The course equips students with professional skills, including verbal communication skills, resume writing, interview skills, and how to present themselves professionally to industry. Through internships and placements, students can get a really valuable real-life experience in the industry and encouraged to start reaching out, making those connections, which can help to really kickstart their career post-study. We find that students graduate from this course with a really well-rounded understanding of the music and entertainment businesses within Australia and overseas. And our students are encouraged to be adaptable, creative thinkers and entrepreneurs who have the ability to be able to develop their own work opportunities for themselves, as well as working for others.
So coming up next, there's a video of one of our international students from the Philippines who's going to talk to you about his experience at Collarts.
My name is Paulo Angelo Costa. I'm from the Philippines and I study entertainment management at Collarts. Actually, the biggest thing for me is Collarts had a lot of knowledge in the industry, and it wasn't just knowledge off the book. Your professors, your lecturers, they're industry practitioners, and that's the best way to go if you want to study entertainment. It's a big thing for me, for your lecturers to know what career direction you're going for and what your strengths are and what your weaknesses are. They genuinely work towards helping you achieve your career direction. People who dream about being in the entertainment industry would get a taste of that here. You know, you can walk the corridor, you hear people singing, you know, hear people talking about music, the entertainment industry in general. Step out of Fitzroy and Collingwood and it's just a lot of creative cafes and restaurants. You just get a lot of culture in this city.
So the music and entertainment industry, and the entertainment industry is really an exciting and vibrant and constantly evolving space, especially in terms of changing technologies. Never before in civilization have the arts impacted so many lives, and the convergence of media and entertainment opens enormous possibilities. And aside from really the significant challenges that we've had and we've faced in the industry due to COVID-19, revenues for performance rights and additional creative income sources have been on the rise in most major markets in the last few years. It's exciting and vibrant, constantly evolving space. And really new opportunities and roles are coming out in the industry all the time. For instance, there was nothing like the position of social media manager even 5 to 10 years ago, and there is now. So it is constantly evolving. And there was a quote from Elon Musk said in an interview recently that in terms of automation of the workforce and the progression of artificial intelligence, that jobs that are more creative or require higher interpersonal and social skills are safer in this changing landscape, and that characteristics and skills that are creatives possess are and will be highly valued and sought after in the future. So people who pursue pathways in creative industries have so much passion and enthusiasm, which makes it a joy to be a part of such a vibrant industry. So while models have shifted and there are a period of decline, new models have been introduced all the time, and the industry is very healthy and it's in a really, really exciting stage.
As we've talked about today, we believe that it's a practical industry and we really want to get you out there and support you while you're out there. So we have a range of industry opportunities and scholarships where students can build their skills. We have, for example, Big Sound, which is Australia's premier music industry conference and artist showcase. Students can apply and are awarded a slot to attend the conference based on the strength of their application and their marks. So this is a really great opportunity for students to actually meet and connect with other music professionals and to actually just get to see the experience at the industry in action. We also offer another educational experience called the Global Classroom. And this is a partnership with Drexel University, where students collaborate across Australia and the USA on a particular project that is fulfilling learning outcomes, and also allows students to develop their cross-cultural and interpersonal skills. We also have the International Group Project, and that's a research project. It is a partnership with the Communication University of China, Belmont University, Inland Norway University, and students collaborate internationally on a specific research project. And that project has taken us to different places around the world. We've hosted in Australia. We have also been to Belmont University, where Belmont has hosted the research project, and this will be something that will continue as well.
We have lots of different partnerships and events and industry partnerships through Collarts and through all of our connections for both for Jess and I, etc. And so the entertainment management students really get to be able to have hands-on experiences at lots of different events. As we said, Big Sound. There are lots of, you probably don't know most of these festivals, but these are a lot of big festivals, touring national festivals in Australia, and our students get to volunteer and become and get really great hands-on experience at a lot of those different festivals. We also have industry partnerships and internships available at lots of different businesses throughout the country as well.
We're really proud of our graduates when they finish our course. They have moved to many different roles beyond Collarts. As you can see, there's a range of different workplaces. Some of those logos may be familiar, some may not be because they are Australian businesses, but we do have some of our international students have gone back to their home countries and have found work within their industry back home. So there's ranges of roles that students go into. They can be venue management, bookings, artist management, marketing, publicity, merchandise, radio, performance, social media, ticketing. They may start their own business, and there's many more opportunities because these skills are transferable.
So our double degrees are ideal for students wanting to combine their passion for, say, music performance or audio engineering with a solid understanding of the business management side through entertainment management. So if you are interested in music performance, you can do a double degree in entertainment management as well. So you'd gain an in-depth understanding of music performance and audio. and then develop skills in publicity, marketing, and media through doing the entertainment degree, the entertainment management degree. You'll learn also how to manage, promote, and produce events, and gain knowledge and experience in artist and tour management, and collaborate on industry projects with students from other courses. So we will show you the course overviews from music performance, music production, and audio degrees. And so know that you can do a double degree with music performance, audio engineering, and entertainment management. And then getting valuable insight into the entertainment industry is really, really handy for those musicians and audio engineers. It helps with access to career pathways through our industry partnerships and placements as well.
I guess to round it off before we show you the videos, the kinds of things that we value at Collarts is we encourage inquisitive thinking, we encourage independence and creative thinkers. We really value difference, diversity and dedication, and most importantly, passion. Chrissy will say as well, you love to say this because it's true. Yeah. Passion is one of the most important things when you're looking to make your way in the entertainment industry. Chrissy, did you want to speak to that?
Oh, it's just, if you don't have the passion, then, you know, I don't know. I can't speak to it. That was not good. But really, you know, it's about determination and passion in this industry. There's a lot of competition in the entertainment business, and, you know, having that passion and drive is the most important thing. So we welcome you all. Would be really great to see you. So if you have any more questions, please don't hesitate to ask. And we hope you enjoy the other course overviews of music performance, music production, and audio engineering. Thanks so much.
Everyone.
Hi everyone, my name's JT and I'm going to take you through the audio engineering degree and hopefully answer any of the questions that you might actually have about this degree. So we'll start here with the faculty, our staff. So we have myself, Jason Torrens. I'm the head of the audio engineering degree. I teach a lot of the theory subjects and I've taught almost every subject in the degree. We have Dylan Mitrovic, our coordinator. He is a live sound gunship, but also teaches some of the audio theory elements of the degree. And then we also have Dan Murtagh and Luke Cincotta over here, who are both amazing Melbourne producers who are teaching a lot of the recording studio techniques elements of the course. Paul Dornbush teaches in theory, also the Associate Dean. Gus Hoovenaar, producer from Holland and the UK, who also teaches in audio and music production, teaches some theory and recording elements. He's amazing. And then we even have Steve Bodie, who is a gunship of the post-production and sound for film elements, but also teaches in some of the recording classes as well. So really cracker collection of staff here for this particular degree. As far as all the different subjects you're going to learn throughout the degree, these are the main streams of what we cover. The fundamentals of audio production are all covered here in our various streams. So to zoom in on this a little bit more, we have recording studio techniques, live sound reinforcement, and post-production, which is your sound for film, doing television, movies, all of that. We also have theory that really helps bolster and link towards the other more practical subjects that are in the degree. And then industry awareness, which everyone at Collarts does. So even if you're studying entertainment management or music performance, you do a stream very similar to this. And throughout the middle of this section of the degree, you get to choose electives, which is nice as well, to bolster what you're actually doing throughout the rest of this degree. So the electives might include songwriting, Ableton, you might want to do some DJing or work on synthesis. You might want to focus on some of the more business aspects like tour management, venue management, etc. You might want to do some coding or some AR or VR or even lighting. And we're constantly updating these electives to make sure that they are very cool little additives to what you can do in the degree. Double degrees is another option for people doing audio engineering. So once you've finished your audio engineering and you've got a solid understanding of that, you can move into the business and management side through the entertainment management degree. So you end up with both these degrees. Career pathways for this audio engineering degree. So obviously you could head into audio and music production. You might work in live sound, get some jobs in post-production. There is so much work out there in post-production at the moment, and just growing. Think Netflix. It's not going to get any smaller in a hurry. Installation and systems. So there's a lot of big corporate work out there where you get to play with amazing tech on huge, big events. You could lead into radio, podcasting, mastering. We've had students who've dived into audiology. They've done forensics, like some of our alumni who, they might run their own studio or work for an AV company. They coordinate facilities at massive events companies like NEP, Victoria Police, Museum Victoria. Or the portfolio career is a very common option where you might do recording sessions during the week, live sound gigs on the weekend, and some installations and other sorts of work throughout your other time. Other industry opportunities we have, especially for audio, you get to essentially end up working on big festivals like Falls or Groove in the Moo or Unify. We even have industry excursions where students get to experience talks from JBL, Harman, Universal Audio, Waves, Digico. We even have the MSO, the Melbourne Symphony Orchestra. We bring in a string quartet from them, and you get to set up and record it. So you get that experience of classical recording if you would like as well. We've also had Andrew Sheps. We were one of the first people in the country to have essentially one of the biggest mix engineers in the world come to Melbourne, come to Collarts, and talk specifically to us about his mixing techniques and how he does things. He did workshops, seminars, answered questions from students. It was fantastic. So we're going to be doing as much more of this as we can in the future. In the meantime, we have had this amazing collection of people just in the last 6 months, in the last year or so, really. Michael League from Snarky Puppy, Anna Laverty, the amazing Melbourne producer, Sylvia Massey, Ben Feggins, who's, an amazing mastering engineer, Forrester Saville, one of my favorite producers, Tristan Hoogland, who's now smashing it in LA, this guy there, Pete Kepler, and think of these bands like Tool, Adele, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Carnival, and so many more that all of these people have been talking about in guest lectures just with Collarts students. Amazing times, and we're going to keep those rolling. So other industry partnerships we do is with companies. So we will have placement opportunities where you can go and actually work with these companies during your degree, and very often these things lead into permanent work. Another industry partnership we have is that when you do this degree, you become what's called Avid Certified. So we do an official Avid education as part of our degree, and you become an Avid Certified user as you move through the recording studio techniques stream. Really valuable. Now, what do you need to do the degree? A computer is the first and foremost essential that you're going to need. We're happy to recommend types of computers. Most people end up with some sort of MacBook Pro usually. That's what most of us use. Happy to advise on specifications for that as well. You will need a solid internet connection. A lot of resources and things that we cover are done online, so that's obviously very necessary and helpful. Headphones, we're happy to recommend those as well. Brands like AKG, Bayer Dynamic, Sennheiser, etc. Get the best set you can afford. Happy to recommend specific models if you need it. And software. Pro Tools is the main software we use in this degree, but much of this we're actually providing access to remotely because you're linked up with Avid here. You're actually doing their education, so we end up being able to provide you access to that, which is very helpful. Another thing about the online or remote learning is that we have all of our classes are recorded and available online. So if you miss a class or you want to restudy that class, you can go online and rewatch it, which is fantastic. You also get lots of one-on-one time with your teachers. So you get to sit there and play your mix to your teacher or ask about a certain concept, show your work and get help directly from your teacher one-on-one. We obviously have lots of other support options available, from well-being support to technical support whenever you need it. Another really big part of what Collarts excels at is our asynchronous activities. Asynchronous meaning that you can do them outside of class time. So you can go into the learning management system, essentially a website where you can go in and watch videos, do activities, exercises, etc., and take your learning at whatever time of the day you would like. Big question, how do you do live sound from home? How do you record a band from home? How would you do Dolby Atmos from home? These are really big questions that Collarts has absolutely smashed out of the park in this last year, and we have been able to do all of this. We've got students who are in Mexico, France, Canada, all over the place, who are being able to essentially do their education from wherever they're like. I hope this gives you a really good idea of what's going on here with this audio engineering degree. We are taking everything to the next level. We're very passionate. If you have any extra other questions, feel free to contact us and let us know. Otherwise, I hope you've enjoyed this presentation. Thanks very much. Looking forward to seeing you. Bye.
Hi, I'm Tommy Rando, the head of music production.
Hi, I'm David Jacob, coordinator for music production.
Hi, I'm Mitch Catterall, the other coordinator of music production.
And welcome to Collarts. This course gives you all the practical skills and comprehensive knowledge, whether you're a producer, a songwriter, DJ, performer, composer, or an engineer, and is suitable for any level of experience. You'll be trained and mentored by industry experts who are currently working as music producers, audio professionals, recording artists, and music creators, as well as learning from artist managers, studio engineers, and live sound technicians. You'll master a variety of software applications and be mentored in groups, undertaking fundamental units in audio recording, digital audio workstations, music performance, digital and electronic instruments, music technology, and music business management. Students also gain a well-rounded understanding of music production industry in Australia and overseas.
This is where you will learn how to record, produce, mix, and master music to professional standards. You will be shown the necessary skills to record audio with software at a high fidelity and tutored through the steps to mix and master these works ready for publishing. This involves various recording projects ranging from a solo musician up to a full band recording, with a range of modern styles incorporated into the process. Hybrid recording and mixing methods will allow students to learn the possibilities of both software and hardware techniques, preparing them for a multitude of career directions. This eventually leads to a self-directed recording project, which enables students to record a portfolio of works at the end of the degree.
The Performance Production Ensemble stream is where you collaborate, perform, record with various groups. You'll also get to choose an instrument or a device and acquire technical skills to interact with technology. You'll learn to interpret material as well as create original compositions and plan and project manage repertoire for a final project. The final two stages of this stream offer students the opportunity to work closely with an industry professional to deliver a solo performance of original work in either the instrumental or electronic field.
The MPT stream is where our students learn how to use a digital audio workstation as a creative tool. It covers the creation and manipulation of composition elements in the digital domain. This stream covers the most common scenarios for an independent producer, such as creating original compositions, sound design and synthesis, scoring for film and game, creating original remixes, and producing in contemporary styles. The focus here is on creating unique works that are true to your artistic aesthetic.
In this stream, you'll cover the theory and concept topics needed for music producers, from digital audio to music theory and critical listening, and the legal side of music business to client relations, copyright, and psychology for producers. These subjects give students the fundamental skills to be their own entrepreneur and to successfully brand or build their own business.
All courses at Collarts have classes in academic skills, including critical thinking and writing skills appropriate for the needs of the degree. The music production degree adds to this by including a wide range of electives to upskill and complement the student's chosen field.
Towards the end of the degree, students also participate in a group project of their choice, and this includes developing a portfolio of works to prepare for employment in the music industry.
The one thing that keeps us as a leader in our field is our professional team. Our dedicated teachers are all highly experienced, coming from various backgrounds in music production. They are all industry experts and qualified academics. This has given our students an enriching experience with much knowledge, skills, and networking opportunities.
Music production has recently introduced its exciting online degree, which gives students flexibility in their choice of study options. Our hybrid delivery method means students can attend classes on campus or as part of our online learning experience. Both situations focus on enabling students to be innovative, creative, and collaborative. Among the opportunities we offer our students is the chance to attend workshops and individual sessions at the Melbourne Electronic Sound Studio. This one-of-a-kind collection of electronic instruments gives members the chance to book sessions to record and experiment with rare devices from the MESS collection. As well as our International Scholarship Program, we offer a mentorship scholarship to celebrate our students' achievements. This allows select, hardworking students to work closely with professionals in established studios to record, produce, and market their work, ensuring that their portfolios not only sound great, but that they also get heard by the right people.
Every music production student gets free access to our masterclass series from presenters internationally and locally. We have some of the best in the business talking directly to our Collarts students to share their knowledge and demonstrate their creative processes in a live Q&A. Some of our recent presenters have included Michael League from Snarky Puppy, Andrew Sheps, engineer for Red Hot Chili Peppers, and producer-engineer Sylvia Massey. We have some new exciting masterclasses coming up every year, so stay tuned on the Facebook Common Room.
Being an Ableton certified training centre is something that we are proud of and which distinguishes us. We are one of only 3 training centres in Melbourne and only 8 across Australia. This means our students get the opportunity to learn from a certified trainer through an Ableton approved curriculum.
At the end of the degree, students get to work on their portfolio of works, setting them up for their career paths. We've seen some of our alumni students establish employment in the following areas and positions: studio and publishing businesses, Apple Retail and Logic, KISS FM and Triple M Broadcast, Network 10, Crown audio technicians more broadly, audio retail outlets, Triple J artists and songwriters, and as well, educators. In our course, technology in the digital age is now an important aspect to music making, and we want our students to excel and be at the forefront of future mediums. There's so much opportunity at Collarts. Our degree gives students knowledge, skills, and networking opportunities for employment or to create their own careers. Thank you for listening and hope to see you at Collarts.
I think the unique thing about coming to Collarts was a lot of the facilities, and I feel like that made it so different from any other uni that I could have studied at.
Access to recording and feedback and collaboration. There's a lot of things, but I think for me personally it's the people you work with and the people that are there to give real-time feedback. Songwriting is the predominant thing I focus on, but we cover all aspects of music theory, performance, oral and harmony training. You accumulate tools that you can then apply to your craft.
The best writers that I know are the most curious.
For me as a vocalist, coming to Collarts meant just bettering myself and kind of finding new ways to think about how to use my voice, not only in the way I sing, but what I want to say.
We are rolling, so whenever you want to hit it.
My technical ability on the kit through the degree really skyrocketed. The course just gave me that refinement and just broadened how I looked at music, how I listened to it, and how I played it.
Nice one, Charlie.
I think having teachers that are practicing artists is potentially what makes the course so unique. There's artists that I've listened to for the last 5-10 years and really respected that you then get to work with one-on-one.
It's great to know what their experience has been and that it's not so different from when you graduate.
The opportunity to play in front of industry professionals and get sort of instant feedback gave me a way more comprehensive understanding of my instrument. Collaboration is incredibly important. Two minds are better than one when it comes to growing ideas.
Having really talented people surrounding me felt so great. Even more fun to create, especially as a vocalist.
Collarts is very much about getting the best out of people and creating a space where people can thrive and be their best.
What's really great about online, we don't just teach you about music technology, you apply that skill in the performance courses over and over again. You'll get to record your own performance at home and submit that. So we're seeing that the students are improving in their sort of technological skills, which is pretty awesome and relevant to their development. We've put in a lot of time and effort in creating really high quality content. Well, not only do you have a weekly one-on-one lesson, but there's pages of video resources and learning materials that you can access at your own time.
I think what was great about when we went online was it forced me to be creative in a new way. It's nice just to be like, I need a little extra time learning this thing. I can do this at my own pace in the comfort of my own room.
Well done.
There's been a lot of new technologies that we've had to employ. Audio Movers has been a great plus for us. It's a program that you use in conjunction with your digital audio workstation, so your recording software at home, and it allows you to send your audio signal directly out of your DAW onto the internet for others to log into and listen to. The quality of the audio from Audio Movers is really high fidelity, so we're getting something close to what we would get face-to-face in the auditorium.
Dreams are made of something, but I don't know what it is.
And it was really exciting to be able to use this technology to reach across a computer and give them a really high quality performance.
COVID's changed everything in the music industry and the world at large. Making your own content becomes kind of the key to having a career these days, not being reliant on other people. And the more that we're working in isolation, the more important that becomes.
Well done, really great.
In the online ensemble program, it's all about remote collaboration. So there's an emphasis on a live class. We still get the band together, so to speak. You still get to work with your peers and a teacher in a live setting, but also each week you have practice tasks on learning repertoire, focusing in on the musical component, so you're still getting the feedback around your musical development, and then of course the performances are submitted instead of being necessarily live in a performance space.
After doing Ensemble, I do feel like a bit of a jack of all trades, being able to edit music and edit videos and take videos even by myself.
Part of the online program has sparked a new way of thinking, and I really believe that's because students are trying to be resourceful with what they have at home, and students have been really creative and sort of thought outside the box, so to speak.
Being in an ensemble, we communicate all the time, even though it's not necessarily face-to-face, but you know, we have group chats and we're talking all the time about what we're doing for our music videos and our song choices. We still manage to socialise even though we can never see each other.
Don't be afraid, go outside your comfort zone, and I think that's what we teach here at Collarts. It's something that you didn't necessarily set out to do, but it's maybe something that you end up doing because you tried it and you liked it.
The idea with the way that we teach music theory online at Collarts is that we want to keep all of the best bits of being in the classroom, the sense of community, the sense of interactivity, with the flexibility of online. Every student has an opportunity to communicate with the lecturer in real time.
I'm gonna go ahead and share the screen if that's all right.
Felt like, especially with a lot of the theory courses, I didn't feel like I was missing out at all any differently to what I was when I was on campus or as I am on campus now.
I'm seeing students who don't have to do that commute, and they're a different person in my class. They're in the comfort of their home and they're loving it.
The teachers created such a nice community even though we never really got to meet in person, but it was actually just as good as being there in person.
That is your root note on the bottom, your third in the middle, and your fifth on the top, just like that.
We are actually here to support you, the student. The door's open. It's a digital door, but you know how to use it.